Yo, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Channel's name is TheThirdErnest. I'm Ernest Adiano III, and we're here to break down rap music. We're here to break down potentially other things in the future, but right now we're just strictly sticking to hip hoppities. My hair's fucked up, right? My bad. Hold up. That better? I don't know, I don't have a monitor so I can't see. Anyway, so as some of y'all may know, if y'all came from my prior videos, the last 2 or 3, I was on a little hiatus to try to get my shit in order in my personal life. And during that time, NF dropped a track called The Search. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I have not heard any NF ever before. I don't know if it's because I feel like NF sounds like MF Doom. That sets the bar really fucking high, obviously, because he's probably one of the GOAT underground rappers of all time. But there was also a lot of hype around him. And when it comes to hype, if there's too much hype, I'm the type of person that once we pass a certain threshold of hype, I'm done in the hype. And maybe that's just the hipster in me being like, oh, this person's too popular. I don't want to actually jam him. I don't even know if he's a YouTube rapper, if he's an actual rapper that just happens to blow up on YouTube. You know, I don't know anything about him. So in the comments, if you want to leave me a little backstory of NF and why he's so popular, and you know, I understand that he's a lyrical rapper, which obviously puts him at another level compared to a lot of these other newer rappers. I honestly know zero about this guy. Not even this, because this implies that I know a little bit. I know this much about this guy. I might not catch as many bars because one of the reasons that I catch so many bars in other songs of other artists I do is because I've known them for decades. Like, I have the entire backstory. So if there's something that requires history, I know it all for the most part. If something in the song requires history and I don't catch it, let me know that I didn't catch something because of the backstory, and let me know whatever that backstory is so I can have a better understanding and appreciation for the song. But from what I hear, this song is fire. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on into it and see what we got. So I'm looking for the song so I can screen record, and I just realized that he has 3.2 million followers and he has 5.7 million views on this song within the first 4 days. So I've basically been sleeping, but I like his little balloon thing he's got going on in his icon. It reminds me of old school The Weeknd, the House of Balloons, Party and the After Party, all those tracks. Because it's got like the dark black balloons with an underexposed image, and it just gives off like a dark vibe, which is tight. There's those black balloons I'm talking about. I like the vibe of the video already. And just from what I've seen on the thumbnails of other videos, that he's always got this dark kind of like, this dark presence to all of his music videos. Like, it's not happy, there's nothing bright about it. We have this green tint over the video. The video is not underexposed, but it's obviously not any kind of, there's no shadows, there's no sun, you know, anything like that. It's all very dark. We got, you know, it's overcast. We're just in the middle of this, like, in the middle of this nothing. He's got dark vibe toward his outfit. The only thing bright is the symbolism of the cart, and I don't even know what the cart symbolizes, or the balloons. And he's struggling, dragging it through this like dirt. Before we start, I fucking hate when hoodies do this. When the hoodie catches the wind and it like turns into like this big ass fucking just dome over your head. It's not even doing its job. If anything, it's making it worse because it's directing it towards your head. God, I hate that shit. Look. See how big this shit is right here? Look at that. Look at this. Like, that looks stupid. I hate when that happens to me. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with the video, but I just thought that was funny.
Hey, man. How's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night.
Who's this fucking guy? And why is he wearing white compared to him wearing dark? Sure, there's meaning and I just don't know what it is.
I'm sorry. That's fine. I just think I need a little me time. I just think I need a little free time. A little break from the shows and the bus rides. Yeah. Last year I had a breakdown. Thoughts telling me I'm lost, getting too loud. Had to see a therapist and I found out something funny's going on up in my house. And I started thinking maybe I should move out. You know, pack my car, take a new route. Clean up my yard, get the noose out.
He says some funny things going on up in my house, and he's talking about his head. I already like this type of talking about anxiety and breakdown compared to Logic. And it's because he's coming hard with it already, I can tell. Like, Logic seems watered down to like pander You know, to try to make it seem like everything's all right. I'm going through anxiety, but we're all going through anxiety. If I can get through it, you can get through it, yada, yada. Yes, it's an inspiring message, but it doesn't relate to them because they still feel like they can't get out of it. This already seems more relatable because it's the darker side of anxiety. He's talking about packing it all up, maybe getting rid of the rap game and just packing it up, going a new route, getting out of his house, which is like his kind of his domain, which is rap. Wanted to take a break from the shows and from the bus rides. I like how real it is.
You know, pack my car, take a new route, clean up my yard, get the noose out, hang up my heart, let it air out.
Get the noose out, hang up my heart, let it air out. That's a vibe. Fucking fly. But look, I just saw this dude over here in this fucking right corner. He's got balloons on, and now that I see it and I pause it, I think he has balloons here too. I can't tell because it's compressed in the background.
Clean up my yard, get the noose out, hang up my heart, let it air out.
Are these like his demons following him? Are these black balloons like symbolism of like this shit that he's talking about? And if he's talking about letting it air out, are these people just making sure that even if he gets rid of these demons, that they're here to bring more? I don't fucking know. If it's a stretch, let me know. Sometimes I feel like I stretch it, but not really.
I've been searching. What does that mean, eh? I've been learning. Grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me. I'm not perfect. Look.
Boom, I was fucking right, fam. Well, I brought a few with me, his burdens. These are his burdens, and then these people in the background, I think they're here in case he learns to get rid of these burdens. They're here to make sure that he keeps burdens on top of him. I don't fucking know, but I was right at least about the balloons. And I feel like his vibe is kind of like, this fucking fly is pissing me off, bro. And I feel like his vibe is kind of that of like Hobson. His delivery and his style sounds kind of like Hobson-ish, but like with obviously a white boy voice. It's fire.
I've been learning, grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me. I'm not perfect. Looking at the view like this concerns me. Picking up the cues, right? I'm quite nervous. Hating when I lose sight. Life gets blurry and things might hurt me. It's probably gonna be a long journey, but
bruh, the way the beat hits and the fucking post-production to make the camera shake, that's fire. It makes you feel it because visually you know that didn't happen right there. You know the camera didn't actually shake, but when the beat drops and then something happens visually to represent it, it makes it feel even stronger. Because without that camera shake, it would just be a normal beat drop and you would forget about it, but it adds emotion to it whenever it's done on the music video as well. He said, I don't want to lose sight because life gets blurry. That's fire. Because life does get blurry whenever you lose sight of your goals. Like, what the fuck? Like, if I don't have any goals, what am I even going for? And it is going to be a long journey. Especially when you have these demons and these burdens that you're trying to get rid of. It makes it seem like it's taking extra fucking long.
it's worth it though. Cold world out there, kids. Grab your coats. Spend the money. I know now I'm back to Rome. Looking for the antidote to crack the code. Pretty bad, I admit it, I'm a classic mode. Don't need pity given to me, but I can't condone. Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope. You see?
His flow and his wordplay and his rhyme scheme right there is fire. That's the way his flow goes right there, which is fire because it rhymes.
Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope. You see?
Talking down to me, I'm gonna have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope. That's fire. It's got like a little Eminem vibe in terms of the inner word rhyme scheme.
Been making a whole lot of changes. Wrote a song about that, you should play it. I get scared when I walk on these stages. I look at the crowd and see so many faces. Yeah, that's when I start to get anxious. That's when my thoughts can be dangerous. That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred. Forget what I'm saying and where the beat go?
I love when artists break the fourth wall. Like, this song has nothing to do about how hard the beat is. It's all to do with his inner anxiety and his struggles. You know, he steps on stage and sees all of these faces. That's when he gets anxious and his thoughts get dangerous. That's tight. Imagine being someone who's like has anxiety, but your entire job is to entertain thousands of people. Millions of people. 3.2 million on YouTube to be specific. Imagine that scary feeling. It's like Jerry Seinfeld says, the number one fear in people is public speaking. The number two fear is death. So people would rather be in the casket than the one giving the eulogy. That's the way the joke goes. It's a fire joke. It's true. But breaking that fourth wall, like where did the beat go? And then boom, it drops. And he's like, you weren't expecting those drums hit? That's tight. But look at the camera shake that I'm talking about whenever the beat does drop.
Where the beat go?
Hands hands on my head can't tell me nothing. Is that a line toward Kanye? Because Kanye does put his hands on his head a lot whenever he's rapping. And can't tell me nothing is obviously a Kanye line, song. Ooh. He said, got a taste of the fame, but I threw it back up because I don't want it. Fire. Intricate with every syllable, I'm a criminal. He says, y'all push my buttons. I keep telling y'all not to do that. It's too late. Y'all don't want it. Y'all done fucking set me off. Bro, he's fucking going off right now. He says, even if you don't want it, you can't call me unforgettable. And he said, even if you hate it, I'll make it feel like you're in it though. Like even if you hate it, you're gonna respect it. You're gonna feel like you're a part of this movement. He's fucking going in right now. I see the hype. It's a 50-50 chance being done in the hype. Because half of the time the hype is real, like it is right here, but the other half of the time the hype is not real and everybody's just hyping it up because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like the hype around Lil Pump and all those type of rappers. Like obviously that rap is trash. When I hear that's hyped up, I'm doing my part by being done in the hype and not even listening to it. But then I miss motherfuckers like this who are legitimately worth the hype.
Sales can rise, doesn't mean much though when your health declines.
He said, I don't know if I'm making movies or making videos. Because this shit is fucking cinematic as shit. Look at this track, look at this fucking screenshot I just stopped it on. There's so much going on here. We got this rinkety ass swing, which could be reminiscent of older times. Maybe this was a swing his parents had when he was younger, when things weren't as hard as they are now. We got him holding his burdens over here that are blowing away in the wind, but he just can't seem to get rid of them. I still don't know what the fucking cart means, and I don't know what the hell this thing means back here. But the entire scene is dark and like arid, and there's nothing alive other than him. There's a lot going on in this music video that's very symbolic. And he says, and your sales can rise, but it doesn't mean much when your health declines. That's a straightforward bar, but it doesn't need any kind of symbolism. It doesn't need any kind of double entendres to get the meaning across. That shit is important. Like your health is the most important thing. None of this shit matters if you're dead.
Health decline. See, we've all got something that we trapped inside that we try to suffocate, you know, hoping it dies. Try to hold it underwater, but it always survives. And it comes up out of nowhere like an evil surprise. And it hovers over you to tell you millions of lies. You don't relate to that? Must not be as crazy as I am. The point of thinking is the mind is a powerful place.
There's not really a lot to break down in terms of lyrics because they're all pretty straightforward, but damn, he's fucking spitting real shit. He's talking about you're trying to drown out your demons, you're trying to drown them and kill them, but somehow they always survive. It's like if you try to drown an ant or try to drown a bee or something, like those motherfuckers don't drown for some reason. They just always survive. And if you don't know what he's talking about, you must not have that same life. You're like, lucky you that you don't know what he's talking about. And in this edit right here, to where he hits the balloons, but you don't actually see the violence of hitting the balloons, it just goes back to him talking. That's dope.
You don't relate to that? Must not be as crazy as I am. The point of thinking is the mind is a powerful place. And what you feed it can affect you in a powerful way. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, but it's not always safe. Just hang with me. This will only take a moment, okay? Just think about it for a second. If you look at your face, every day when you get up and think you'll never be great, you'll never be great. Not because you're not, but the hate will always find a way to cut you up and murder your faith.
Nemo, you hear this shit he's spitting over here? Of course you don't. You're like dead asleep. He says, think about it. If you get up and look in the mirror every day and tell yourself that you'll never be great, you'll never be great. Like you're speaking those thoughts into existence. Like great people don't think those kind of thoughts about themselves. They think how they're gonna overcome and get to that level of success or get to be that person that they wanna be. They don't look in the mirror and put themselves down and shit like that. That's Fireline. The hate will always find a way to cut you up and murder your faith.
Not because you're not, but the hate will always find a way to cut you up and murder your faith. Take a look at the benefits. Nothing no matter what that can never be delicate. Life irrelevant that depends on you measure it. Take a measurement to back it up and give me the evidence. Pretty evident, dependable can never be tentative. I'm a gentleman, depending on if I think you're genuine. Pretty elegant, but not afraid to tell you to get it. But by my etiquette, I keep it to myself when I celebrate.
Bro, he's fucking going off. His delivery and his flow and his cadence. I actually don't like that people have been saying cadence a lot. Like, no one ever said the word cadence to describe a rapper's style until J. Cole said it in Middle Child. And now everybody's all on the fucking word cadence. I mean, it's legitimately what it is. What's the definition of the word cadence?
a modulation or inflection of the voice.
It's legitimately what it is, cadence. You know, the vocal inflections and the style and your delivery, which is why I think he sounds like Hopsin. He doesn't sound like him, not intentionally. He's got his own vibe about him. But if there's any rapper that sound alike with Hopsin, it would be this dude. His words don't always rhyme with like 2 or 3 syllables at a time like Eminem does or like Lupe Fiasco does pretty much most of the time, which is fine as long as it doesn't sound bad, which it doesn't in this song. Hopsin does that too. Sometimes he doesn't rhyme the entire like 3 words before, it only rhymes 1. That's just the vibe I'm getting, and just obviously the darkness. Hopsin obviously has a very dark and twisted sense of humor with a lot of his songs. His delivery is fire.
It's that time again, but grab your balloons and invite your friends. See, back on, yeah, strap them in. Look at me, everybody, I'm smiling big. On a road right now that I can't predict. Tell me tone that down, but I can't resist. Y'all know that sound, better raise your fist. The search begins, I'm back, so enjoy the trip.
He said, grab your balloons and invite your friends. Like, grab all your struggles and all the shit that you're dealing with and invite your friends. And your friends could be like your demons. Like, invite them, bring them with you. Because I'm bringing mine with me. Let's just all have one big fucking party. That's bad.
Y'all know that sound, better raise your fist. The search begins, I'm back, so enjoy the trip.
It's taking a different path. The search begins. I'm back, so enjoy the trip. Fire. See, look, and then all these motherfuckers appear with more balloons. It's like he's trying to get away. Slowly. He's fine with his burdens that he has here, but these motherfuckers are following him. That's the end of the song. Still 40 seconds left in the video. Ooh, that backwards drone shot. That's fire. Okay, we got a little bit brighter on the. We got some gold now in the tint. Are these like insane asylum words? Because they gave him the shoes, they gave him the white smock or whatever, like the uniform that people wear whenever they're in like the mental facilities. If you've ever seen the movie Shutter Island, like this is the outfit that they wear. It's like these people are just trying to make sure that he knows that he can never get away from this person that he is or these burdens that he has. Even though he's made it to this more like gold area, like it's a little bit brighter, there's more sun, we got a little bit of hope here in the video. He struggled to get this far, and then he gets tired, and then here comes this motherfucker to make sure that he's aware that he's never gonna get past who he actually is deep down. It's fire video. Fire song too. Damn. I've been sleeping like a motherfucker. I'm about to check out this whole dude's catalog because he's fire. Or at least this one song that I heard. It doesn't sound like it's a one-off type of song. It sounds like this is something that he delivers on a consistent basis. The lyricism is fire. The delivery is fire. There wasn't really a whole lot of like punchlines, and there wasn't really a whole lot of like double entendres and wordplay, which is fine because this is a very straightforward, literal song. I'm sure just by his delivery and just by his IQ, by his demeanor, that he has that capability of writing those complex lyrics. Not that these weren't complex, because these were definitely tight, but I'm talking about like to the level of Eminem and Lupe Fiasco and people who deliver like that on a consistent basis pretty much on every single song. And this is number 33 on trending at the time of this recording, but I'm sure it was like number 1 or number 2 at one point because it has 5.7 million views, almost 5.8 in 4 days. There's no way you get that high without being on the trending tab somehow. Unless you're PewDiePie, obviously, because all your videos never make it to the trending tab because YouTube hates you. Appreciate y'all guys being here. I'm loving the pace that I'm putting these videos out at. Once I get a new job, I'm not going to be able to do that because 8 hours of my day is going to be taken by a job instead of recording and doing those kind of things. But I'm still going to try to keep the pace as much as I can. But right now, I'm trying to push like a video a day or a video every 2 days or something like that. Enjoy it. It's your moment, so enjoy it. Anybody know where that's from? You guessed it, Killshot. Thank y'all guys for being here. If you're new, if this is your first time viewing and being a part of this channel, click that subscribe button, which should be right here based off of the way this video records, and become a part of the family. We're the third family. I'm the third Ernest, and appreciate your time, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Peace.